How are you, dude?
Very good, very good. Been a long time we didn't talk since 2011 when I checked my records.
Yeah, probably is the last time. Yeah, I would say it's been a while. Wow, dude, time flies.
Man, oh man, it sure does. And I see, you got finally a new product with Seven Witches. That's great.
Well, we had a record out less than 2 years ago, and I guess we didn't get a lot of push from like P&R, and like it's great, man. I love having Chipster on. He's great, dude. He is awesome, and I know Chipster forever, so I think the last guy that did the record didn't really promote, you know?
It could very well be because it didn't come through my way from what I remember, but
Really? You never got Rebirth, huh?
I don't think I got it. No.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's like, wow. And we toured like all over the place with Vicious Rumors on that record too.
Well, now we got, the new one. So, The Way of the Wicked. Congratulations.
Yes. Thank you, brother.
Now, Jack, where's the artwork come from? I mean, we hear the intro with the violin at the start. Is that the whole concept for the artwork?
You know, it was kind of funny. Like we had my singer's an artist, a graphic designer too, and we went through a bunch of stuff. And he like sent out a couple of the songs, rough mixes, so some artists could see what we were doing and where we were going with it. We got a couple of records back and it covers back, and we're like, ooh, this is kind of like not what we were looking for. And we came across this kind of cover. We started saying, wow, that's cool, with the violin and kind of like the end of the world. And, it just kind of hit us. And the whole violin thing came after this fact, believe it or not. After we saw the guy with the mask and the violin, we're like, that's cool. So we fine-tuned it, and we saw other parts to the art. And then it was like a thing like, wow, isn't that kind of cool? Just like how really like, the world has really changed over the years and how the scene has changed. So it made it a little scary. That's where the violin came from.
Mm-hmm.
Once we saw the album cover, we had a friend of ours do the intro.
Okay. So the intro came along with the cover.
It really wasn't a concept piece, the record. It wasn't like supposed to be a concept. We just, we just thought that was really like breathtaking. Like when we were kids and we picked up like an album cover and we said, that's cool. I'm going to buy the record because of that cover,
Well, that's good, man, because the cover does deliver some sort of, interesting artwork to, the album.
Yeah.
And what I see also with your promo video, Better Days, you're playing some interesting guitars now. What type of guitars you are covering now?
Actually, dude, I did a record with a bunch of different stuff, but I'm full time. I'm very, very happy. Mike Tempesta used to, John Tempesta, the drummer from Testament, and let me shut this off so I can hear you better.
Yep.
What happened was Mike Tempesta is the head of Jackson, and I still play Jacksons a lot. I still have like a lot of old Jacksons. And I was playing a rock and roll relic on the record and a couple of my Jacksons, and Mike and me have been talking back and forth, and like Mike Tempesta's a great guitar player. He was in Power Man 5000 and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened was I just said it in passing. I said, dude, I wish I never like back in the day left Jackson, and I wish we worked something out. And basically I'm full on back with Jackson now.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, like, dude, it's awesome. They're actually making me a couple of custom shop Rhodes and everything, so I'm really happy. They're great, dude. They're just amazing guitars. You know that.
Of course, and I mean, you represented Jackson very well, in the past. When I seen you live and stuff.
Kelly's and stuff. But I'm playing a lot of King V's now, like special custom ones, and a lot of Rhodes again, like the cool Rhodes. They're making a white one with red on it, so I'm really psyched.
Jack, what do you think, music videos nowadays, the importance of it, like, certainly on YouTube, because we're not getting those channels playing it, but we get YouTube.
You know what, man? I think it's a thing, like, I saw some slack from a few people, like, oh, look at the cheesy, video. It's kind of like, these guys shouldn't have done a video if they couldn't do it. I'm like, top quality. I go, dude, the idea is to show the band us having fun. They can see what we're doing, have a little fun. I think videos are great. I think it's fun, and you know what? We don't have $1 million budget like Motley Crue back in the day to do like girls.
Right.
So we do the best we can, and I think it's cool to see a band just playing live and the whole. Dude, I love YouTube. Don't get me wrong. I love to look up everything, and all my friends from other bands, guitar players I like. I mean, dude, you know what? You want to buy an amp these days? You can look it up, hear what it sounds like. It's great. It's great.
You get all the reviews you want on anything right now, on YouTube. It's good.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like the kids today, like I teach a lot, and like they're so fortunate, man. They can see how people play stuff. When we were kids, it was all by ear, right?
Yeah.
It was just so it's crazy.
But it made you what you are today as well.
Yeah, you know what, dude? It definitely, I see a difference. Like a lot of kids today, they don't have their own identity because they basically just mimic everybody. And like, don't get me wrong, we all mimic Page and Gary Moore and stuff, but we also like, we had to dig deeper to get that stuff because it wasn't available,
True. Yeah. So the Jack Frost and Seven Witches touring these days, what's the summer been like for you?
Well, we did it, the record doesn't come out in September, and we did a few shows. It was really cool. Joey Vera and we were talking. They did a little, like, Armored Saint Saxon run. So we did all the East Coast shows with them. They were great, man. I love Biff, and it was good seeing him. And Armored Saint's new record's great.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we're going to try to go out, as soon as possible. The only problem is I have a little bit of a monkey in my wrench. One of my dear friends that I haven't seen in a while called me, Zach Stevens from Savatage. Their guitar player is not able to do the Brazilian tour in October. So I'm filling in for that tour. So Witches will probably go out November for sure.
So that's circle to circle?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's good. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, it's awesome, dude. It's kind of like we're going to play a few Savatage songs, and, me and Zach hooked up at NAMM this year. It was cool, man. Like, the Savatage fans are freaking out. They're like, this is cool. Zach and Jack, so that's going to be a lot of fun.
I mean,
Witches will definitely get, to give the record like a month and a half, 2 months to get out there and, see what the vibe is from people, and, and we'll try to get out before the new year,
And what's good about that, you get to talk to other people and say, look, check out my new product and stuff like that too, different places.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you kind of know me. I'm not that if I'm playing with somebody, I kind of respect them, and I don't like to promote like it's not the Jack Frost show. I'm there for a reason.
Yeah.
But if people want to ask me questions, of course I'll answer them. But I'm not going to be like, bringing CDs to sell or anything. It's just, I think it's kind of bad taste, Yeah, I mean, you're not there like, they'll take gigs, man, just so they can promote themselves. And like, I'm not that guy. I'm a team player. I just love to play, man. I'm just fortunate enough to be able to still play,
Yeah, and it always showed with you, the respect level you do bring, on this stage.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, man.
Guitar tones. What type of approach did you go on this album? Same concept always.
I think I my ears have changed. I was more of like a real heavy scoop kind of guy,
Mm-hmm.
scoop mids. Now I'm like a full open, like that kind of a Marshall sound. I'm using Dave Freeman amps. Dave Freeman is like this amazing amp guru that everyone loves, and I basically used a Jackson, a Rock and Roll Relic, through a Dave Freeman Brown Eye Harry Brown Eye straight. That's all I did, nothing else. Just full on. I really wanted to get that that George Lynch, that John Sykes kind of like just tone, like in your face, So I just kind of went. I really stripped it down. I brought my knees up, more Marshall,
Mm. When you hear the word Marshall's
feel.
Great,
Yeah.
Your band members all the same as last 2 albums ago when I interviewed you?
Since Rebirth, it's been Anthony, me, Johnny Kelly from Typo Negative, and Ronnie Parks from Bonfire. So this is the first record, and this is the first 2 records in history that the same lineup has done the record and toured together, ever.
Awesome.
In all the years. Yes, it's cool.
Well, I wish you a lot of success with this, and are you going to be promoting another video in the near future, or Better Days the only one?
Yes, we'll definitely there's a song called A World Without Man, and that'll be our next video, and that should probably come out when the record drops. And it's a much heavier song. I think you're going to dig it. It's really cool. And I'm playing an old Jackson in there, like the first 28 ever made.
Oh, nice. Nice. And your guitar collection is doing very good today?
You know what, man? I sold a lot of guitars, and I said I wanted to have 8 to 15 that were just monumental. I've got 6 that I just will never sell, and Jackson's hooking me up with a couple of new things they're making for me. So I kind of got rid of a lot of stuff, and I kind of kept the stuff that was just sick, like stuff that is, So, I kind of I got more into the recording side of things. So I bought a lot of recording gear, so I could have both. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, good stuff. And this album was produced where?
It was done at my home. I have a full studio in my house.
Nice.
And I did all the guitars, bass, vocals, editing, everything there. We did drums at a friend's place, like an hour away from us, because I just can't do drums in my house. It's just crazy. It's just too loud. And then Joey Belladonna mixed it.
Nice. Well, I mean, when you can consider making an album at this quality in a house, very good.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. But you know what? I got some sick-ass Pro Tool stuff, and, I want to let you know I played every single note on that record. I didn't cut and paste. I really gave myself shit this time. I just beat myself up the whole time.
That's good to hear.
Yeah. Well, thanks for saying that about the quality, because, a lot of people don't believe me, like, you didn't do that at home. I'm like, I did. I really did.
You got to remind people it's possible. You're showing it right now with this. Excellent stuff.
Thank you, dude. Thank you so much.
Hey, you're very welcome. Look forward to talking to you again in the future, and keep up the great work. Always good to see your name out there, and just keep on doing it, man.
Dude, thanks for always believing in everything I've ever done. I really appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Have a great weekend, Jack.
Hey, have a great weekend, brother. Be safe, and hopefully I'll see you up there soon, okay? Okay, brother. Be good. See you soon.